Canto 18. Glorious Revolution. Since Prince Henry with Rome's schism made, English papists great the gist from friction. King James, taunted today by Judas' shade, bows to the jurisdiction Vatican. Rise angry shouts, end treason Parliament. Send out a world of scouts, scour out a Protestant. Who shall be, O London's saviour, wear the crown and thrust the pike, swing the Tudor wonder hammer and triumph with timely strike? Fate has brought the Dutch stadtholder, after France drowned in his dike, to land an army on the Saxon shore, when, wanting not another civil war, strange zeitgeist sets King James aflight, Parisian a pawn. First Jacobite, without a fight upon a vacant throne, King Billy dons the triple crown on Scotia's ancient stone. London, 1688. Alexander MacDonald. Though lurkest one great novel in us all, most authors' thoughts are aided by despair, whose masterpieces never start at all, while others grow too dull to sit and bear. Only the keen struggle with conviction, feeling each earthly scene perfect for non-fiction. In Glen Etive was born a boy to walk my poem's pages. Heroism akin to Troy shall echo down the ages. Man's foremost skills his to employ, cross life's varied stages. Calamity strikes this wee MacDonald, witnessing screaming clansmen being culled. His mother hid him in a tree and finger hushes lips, then turns to flee, sharp musketry through back and bosom zips. Though orphanized, for teary eyes him to safe silence slips. Glencoe, 1692. Blenheim. King William conjures an alliance, boring the flesh of Louis to the bone. His sea lions scuttle the fleet of France and cut the fuming Stuarts from the throne. Now Scotland's kings with England entangled, whose majority brings matters Saxon angled. For politics do prosper well, courting the royal ego, when loyal kinship casts a spell, rarely letting fetters go. But on digress my verses fell, so on with the show. Marching along the sandy Danube shore, the Sun King sends fresh conscripts to the war. Behold the Duke of Marlborough, John Churchill of great fame, faithful leader of firm vigour, putting the French to flame, forever leaving descendants a very famous name. Germany, 1704. Treaty of Utrecht. As Pennius and Alpheus combined, England and Holland washed the wound of France, pour thwarting salts within, bloodthirsty blind, into his dotage Louis did advance, dictating still the quarrel of nations, ours far from battle's thrill and war's degradations. Then what has France gained from this his war? Her towns depopulated, enemy pirates at the shore, her fields uncultivated, country houses wick with the poor, death unsatiated. At first with war men say 'tis more a sport, but by the end just horrors they report. At last the Sun King sues for peace, paradise to preserve. By this increase Europa's please Great Britain and her verve possess pillars of Hercules through which all sea lanes swerve. Gibraltar, 1713. A woman's war. She met him in the hot flush of her youth, working the lobster pots at Port Appin. Between creamy lips kisses scream passion's truth. So word for love, her kinsman took him in. She bore 3 sons, each wore her husband's name. Now sounds of pipes and guns towards their idyll came. Alexander away did ride, to join with a Jacobite. Though calm she seemed on the outside, tears drenched her pillow by night. And trembling all her time did bide for news of distant fight, when certain words within her soul would burn. Oh mother, when will father dear return? Her prayers answered happily, he strolled in with the mail, balanced his 3 sons on each knee and told them stirring tale of Highlanders proud marching for a cause that must prevail. Scotland, 1715. Peter the Great. As nature shapes races, races, nations, nations shape kings, and these kings shape our lives, the Tsar commences cooperations and cuts through cocoonings with psychic knives. As catwalk craves corrective surgery, this brave reformer waves wands of futurity. His armies guarantee his fame and Russify the Baltics. Now ready for the global game, tri-fleeted imperatrix, rival Sweden retreats in shame, licking her cicatrix. Stockholm's ambit deflated by his lance. In coming wars, she holds a neutral stance. City meant to last forever, uprose with his ego. Marshy Neva's magic river provides her vital flow, so she can match his majesty, watching from the window. St. Petersburg, 1720. The Great Awakening. Halfling, hedonistic America suckles herself on Europe's throbbing vein. Vast heaven-sent land to tempt the settler of Italy, Germania and Spain. We queen Tohi, love luminary dawn, both fetterless and free, by breezy morning born. But when rocks by loose pebbles paved, in a time to try the soul, the groaning of the damned and saved encompass our very all. When voices raise for the enslaved, and wages rise and fall, where Indians pushed into wilderness, land our plantations, politics and press. As from slime crawl lizard fishes, Whitfield makes his voice heard. Modern Jesus, Coryphaeus, stability has stirred, entrenched in indestructible good ground of heaven's word. North America, 1740. Frederick the Great. As poet kings, by growing nations crowned, and expeditions gravid to expand, a modern grandmaster Teuton has found, sweeps through Silesia and Sudetenland. Save Austria! Empress Maria screams, all through Bohemia her well-trained army teams. Vienna treats with Downing Street, as young Potsdam Paris charms, with European war complete, man's brutality alarms. As children orphaned in the street and snipers strafe the farms, since Mollwitz and the Chotowitz a phrase, Europa plunged deep in death-hungry days. In which this Brandenburger shines, in open glory tour, lover of wines, libretto lines, and genius for war, bringing Prussian policies to the European fore. Berlin, 1744. Culloden. From frilly sleeves, France slips the Stuart sword and plays it like a Pittsburgh poker ace. Imperial wars being fought abroad to Inverness embattled armies race. Alexander ran with his manly sons, yelling all together toward the English guns. Clan Appin on the right flank fell, questing for king and country. I slicing claymores face Burrell, gruesome ends of ancestry, where hail and hopes turn into hell, Cumberland butchery. MacDonald fled through all the fire and noise, heart haunted by death moments of his boys. He comforted his grieving wife, oh, my darling Clara, we've too much strife, a better life awaits in America. So sailed with their sons' families from Scotland forever. Auburn, 1746. I had a audience member then. There we go. Do you like that?